Hello everyone and welcome back to Team Fortress TV 2. We've got a double bill of games tonight. Seasons rounding themselves off nicely. We've got Div 2 finals over on the mainstream, but over here we're all here for the mid grand final. We've got Oracle and we've got Wincapita battling it out at the top of mid, see who's going to take home, go for glory in this mid-season. And joining me we have Dr. Underscore on production and we have Wylenn joining me for the cast. How are you doing?
Yo, doing good. I'm just filling in. I want to see Oracle play the game and win. I don't know anything about Wincapita, but yeah, hopefully it's a good game.
Yeah, so on Oracle, obviously they're a team. I think they came in as the 5th seed into playoffs, so kind of punched above their weight a bit getting through to the final. Like, is there anyone on that team that we should be looking out for as someone who could go big in this series?
I think Obvi is a really good roamer, so I'm expecting some big plays from them. And then Apollo obviously is the main caller and demo for the team, so he's got to go big if Oracle wants to win.
Okay, nice. Well, we're no messing about as we are straight in going live. Map number 1 is going to be Snake Water. Then we're going to move on to products afterwards and process if required. Yeah, starting out on Snake. Don't know whose pick this was. They obviously don't tell us these things on the match page. Yeah, as we get going for this first mid. Apollo very fast.
Yeah, gonna start off with some nice stickies. Not any damage so far though. Obvi with a really fast bomb, but not connecting at all.
Wait back in. There's lots of low players on this blue side, but they have managed to get onto Oban and they've managed to get the medic down. Nick, though, going to be in trouble getting chased down all the way into Soul, getting rocketed down. Where's he going to be trying to get him? Can he finish it off? Goes all the way through and 51 HP left. One more arrow would have done the deed onto Waiter, but it almost looks so good, right, for Oracle, getting the med early, trying to scurry their way back out, but everyone just ran away and Nick gets caught.
Yeah, so that's going to be a mid-win for Oracle, though not a clean one at all. And there's still water just roaming around in their saw. Gonna get caught, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. Get in a bit of trouble, but yeah, actually, he's
surviving still.
Everyone has to come back though and deal with this. Lico eventually gets the kill into lower, but Nemo going to trade that one out nicely. I'm going to get interest on it as well with that kill onto Non. So yeah, mid goes the way of Oracle, but they had to back all the way out, getting set up on second, and they've actually got a bit of disad because Oban died so much earlier on mid.
Yeah, that's quite a huge ad actually, and I wonder if Oracle realizes as well. Yeah, looks like they're dry pushing.
Yeah, I think they're aware that they might have something up here. Oban taking a little bit of damage to spam, but actually going to get jumped in, Obvi and Non straight in, trying to get this damage onto the med down to 6 HP on Oban for a moment there. But in the meantime, they're going to lose Apollo. They're going to lose more players on the combo. Nemo doing great work, sweeping up everyone. Lico and Nick all the way back to last, and they're only at 65% Uber. Oban has. They could be coming straight in here.
Yeah, they will get 2 spawns for this last hold, but with the Uber coming in real soon, it's looking really bad for Oracle right now. Looks like they are backing out though, using Nemo.
Yeah, losing that one pick early, yeah, just turns the tide completely. And in the meantime, Nick has managed to just about get the Uber charge up, just tipping over to 100% now. But yeah, managed to salvage that. It looked rough for a moment, right? Just Scout Medic surviving with what, 30 or 40% Uber ad. If Wincapita were a bit quicker there, they could have capitalized, but no, getting one soldier down. This side doesn't risk anything.
It is interesting. They could have committed here, but they decided to play it safe and just keep control of the game and yeah, probably go for some other plays soon.
Yeah, there's a sniper to watch out for. Lico's going for the sniper through this right-hand side, see if they can catch anyone out in lobby. And they are going to catch Nemo again, who's gone down. So that's twice they've had soldiers caught before they've really got anywhere in. Do you reckon there's any chance to come up for an off-class, maybe something funny like a banner? Or is it maybe too early in the game for that?
I mean, I hope so. I want to see something spicy. We get a spy. I feel like okay, yeah, that's just a spy check. And Oracle should expect this kind of play anyways.
Yeah, I don't think I see any banner.
So it might be in for a long time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the gun's so close to the front door, right? It's one of the notorious things in TF2 is when you get this front wall gun. Snake Water, it's so hard to break in. You've got to really try and either distract that gun or get onto it and spam it down before you can really send any sort of proper sacks. But yeah, we'll see how they manage to get. They haven't really tried. They haven't really got far enough in to try go for sacks. This time it's actually the 2 soldiers going underneath, taking a lot of damage though from Non as they're trying to spam down this gun, and the gun survives. The gun fights another day as Non wards them off with some nicely placed rockets.
Yeah, one thing to mention as well is Liko. Liko is not an Oracle gamer, but he is really good at sniper, so he might be able to get a really nice entry frag here.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen one already onto a soldier. Going to be trying to go for another one there. Just body shots out onto Mimo. As yeah, like I guess he's all Wincapita. Can they manage to get something going? But honestly, this first half of the stalemate, I haven't really been too convinced. They've had a couple of pokes in and lost soldiers a couple of times, but yeah, they haven't really managed to get into the position where they can start sending sacks or sending any meaningful pressure. But they've just sort of been sat turtled up in lobby, scared of the sniper, scared of the soldier spamming lower, and yeah, like Oracle are currently just sat very, very tight and very happy with how things are going.
Yeah, I feel like Wincapita could be a bit more creative, maybe send like several sacks and bait a push out or something. I feel like that's how you win Snakewater, not by like sending one sack against a sentry.
Yeah, they're trying to pull their way in through the window, but yeah, the spam is so good, right, on the Oracle side. They're always just shutting down the doors perfectly. But Water actually goes in and good effort, like distracted the gun. I guess the gun is quite close, right, to the front door. It doesn't like really cover the window as well as like some of the like further back guns, but like yeah, it was a good effort from Water getting one rocket onto the medic, but yeah, not going to be enough. You need to send more than just one soldier, surely.
Yeah, and Oracle not sending any sack of their own, not even really taking lobby, so they're really playing it safe. I feel like this is really like a grand finals type of moment. I don't think Oracle would do this in a regular game.
Yeah, exactly. The nerves getting you you're really scared of making that mistake. You really want to sort of play everything by them perfectly, see if you can get it going. So Liko actually just taking the amount of space, like, because like Wincapita are really out pressing too aggressively in lobby, so Liko's just taking the space as well as you can, and Water comes in again for another single sack, not going to get anything. And actually, Oracle deciding to walk themselves up into lobby. They got Demo in there, they got Sniper in there. Liko's going all the way into cheese, going for the shot, not going to land it. Worth an effort, but now it leaves them a player down with no sniper watching the doorways, so they could be slightly vulnerable. There's Water's only just spawned in.
But the left side as well.
But Exchange comes in, yeah, with a minute left. Wincapita said they don't want to wait around anymore, and they're going to be getting spammed all the way back out by Apollo as Blurry going to be taking some damage, forced back out, and they're going to be mulched in these shutters trying to come in out of the rest of the Wincapita side, and there's even a crit shot going to do the damage as well, and 2 picks for the price of one, might be 3 as well if Water goes down in the doorway. Could be an opportunity for a
surviving somehow.
Ow, what? Pickaxes out, okay.
They do lose 2 on both sides, so I guess it's going to be a reset. A full reset, actually. Yeah, I don't think anyone's wanting to do anything here.
Yeah, I was thinking if Water maybe goes down there and they don't use that last pick there on Oracle, it's like, what, a 5v3? Like, there's maybe a chance you start pushing out and maybe trying to get them to open for the ad, but yeah, it's so risky. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like they're gonna burst in, but they're not gonna get to the point anyway.
They get a kill for the logs, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's maybe 3 or 4 seconds too late going for that, but
well, we'll see what Oracle and I guess Wincapita as well can cook up for the mid. Last time was strange mid fight where like nothing happened for a very long time. The bombs didn't really connect. So yeah, let's see what they can do. Apollo's still way faster.
Yeah, and Apollo's getting these stickies out all the way over towards the grass. It's the advantage, right? You're getting quick, you get the first dibs on the sticky shots, but obviously going to be jumping in very aggressive and actually just taken down on the low ground. That's not a great start to the mid, especially when Blurry's just getting arrowed back up as well. And now with both soldiers down, it's going to be the rest of the Oracle combo going to have to retreat all the way out. Liko going to be getting caught out as well, so only 2 alive, and Mimo's going straight in, landing onto Nick, who serves it down into lower. Good evasion there, but again, it's going to be mid, it's going to be second, and we are getting deja vu because it's going to be back onto Oracle's last once again.
Yeah, that's quite painful for Oracle. Their bombs are just not connecting at all. Open has been really good at surviving so far, and yeah, hopefully one of these teams can do something different in these next 5 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely, and seriously, the onus on that I think is definitely more on Wincapita, right? Because they really they seemed a bit short of ideas when I was sort of watching this. A couple of soldier sacks in, and that was about it. There was no attempts at any off classes, but actually this time, now going straight in with the off class, got Avalon up on the sniper. So this is maybe the change that they've needed, right? They needed to stir something up, stir up some trouble, and bringing in a sniper of their own is certainly one of the ways you can do that, and it's one of the better maps for it as well than Snake.
Liko should know though. Liko's on spy. Is he gonna... Okay. He's back on sniper. I would bet on Nico to win this, but let's see.
Yeah, they were, I guess with both teams being down a player currently, like no one really wants to face too aggressively, or at least Nico doesn't want to risk it too much. Avalon's actually peeking in, but I guess there's less to lose.
Anything.
There's less to lose on the attacking side, but yeah, Spawner's going to be coming back in and see if Wincapita can find a way in. Looks like the headshot landed by Liko straight in onto Avalon, but not going to land the second one. But nice shot there onto Robert, the other scout going down, and yeah, like you say, Liko on the sniper, looking pretty damn good.
Yeah, he's popping off low key. You know, he's getting a lot of shots, but not a lot of kills so far. No kills of like high value.
Yeah, not yet. They might be actually facing sniper onto sniper in a moment. The two snipers peeking into their sight lines, but Avalon the one to pull the trigger first and get that kill onto Liko. So sniper down. We said what a threat Liko was, but now they're going to have to survive for another 12 seconds without Liko being in the battlefield. And if they use that extra bit of space, the extra bit of license, knowing that they're not going to get their head ripped off every time they turn around a corner, see if they can press in, get something working. But as it stands, they're just currently taking a lot of damage in lobby, and great work by these soldiers denying this space. And now Liko's back up.
Oh, they do have to use their Uber though.
Yeah,
that is very unfortunate.
That's a bit premature, right? I didn't see a great deal of pressure. Yeah, there was. Yeah, Water sort of jumps in, but the gun deals reasonably well from what I can tell. Maybe the dispenser armor wasn't shielding quite well enough, but yeah, like the force, and that's what they've needed, right? We've been sat here now for basically 10 whole minutes on this last point for Oracle, and Wincapita finally found their way in, found the advantage that they need, but it's only worth it if you can convert this push now. Up 50% Uber. Oban now has maybe getting the spawners back in and see if they can convert with full ad, because otherwise it's all for nothing.
Yeah, things are not over yet, with only an Uber advantage and a slight one at that. It might not be that easy to convert. They do get the sentry finally, and walkover points.
Yeah, Nick's going to have. Nick's 95%. If Nick survives for another few seconds, the Uber charge could come back across the point, and it might well be doing so as well. Nick using onto Apollo and onto Dowell as well, and now the cleanup can come through. Only 2 survivors left. Avalon and Oban all the way back out. Yeah,
usually Oban managing to survive. We'll get chased down by Apollo really hard. Oh wow. Will Oban actually die now? Okay. Apollo's quite in a lot of danger now though. Yeah, it does go down.
Non's going on the medic and gets it. Non jumps into Saw over the top of all the forward spawners. No one was there to react in time. They come out this forward spawner and don't expect a soldier flying in on their medic. And yeah, fantastic work there from Non getting that pick. And now Nick is going to be looking at a very, very healthy advantage. However, look at the player numbers. They're actually going to have to back themselves off second. So was it really worth it after all? Being pinned all the way back, unless they can come in and contest pretty sharpish. They could be back in some bother on their own last once more.
Yeah, it looks like they really want to push out right now, but they don't really have the heals or the players, so they will have to wait for the Uber ad. And at that point, you gotta wonder if it's even worth it.
Yeah, it's so risky, right? Like, it's obviously, in principle, yeah, like if you've got Uber ad, you can sort of just walk in a second and you get it for free and everything, and it's all rosy. But yeah, no, obviously that's not necessarily what's going to happen. Oh, they're using straight in. They're not even going to try and milk their way in, and getting 2 kills for it, it might well just be worth it. Going to get second, but everyone else back out from Oracle. Wincapita, excuse me.
Yeah, so now it's on Wincapita's side to push with their Uber advantage. A really sizable one as well. But, okay, yeah, Oracle isn't waiting for that though. They do want to push in and hopefully get a force on Oban. Oban is standing really far away though, not under any pressure so far.
Losing a scout as well, it means everyone's going to be all the way back out on Oracle now. And they maybe get a force on Oban as they get in. I'm not sure they're even going to try and go for it. These sort of principles, right? You don't want to overstep, you don't want to risk too much sending Saxon into your own second, and yeah, you're going to have to retreat all the way back out. And this Uber ad is actually going to be getting used in. Oban going to use all the way through this left-hand side, and Nick does have in about another 10 seconds, but they're getting trapped out of the right-hand spawn. And now
they have secured one side, pushing over the other, getting the heavy down really quickly.
Oh, but obviously doing some great rockets though.
Yeah, they're not able to get Nick. So that will be a push out on the side of Oracle. Probably won't even have to use.
Obviously again with the demo, and they're going even further as well. None of the Apollo jumping in as well, and Avalon getting potentially caught out in lower, but great work there. Avalon just going to keep Oban alive for a little bit longer, get him up and out, because otherwise Dowell would have been straight on his heels and taking him down and lower. But yeah, great work there from the scout.
Yeah, so now we're gonna see a push into mid from lower. Water is hiding there. They do oh, Nick does have to use for that.
They force anyway, they're too close, they're too close. Yeah, they have Apollo checking it, but too turtled up, and Nick going down as well in the post Uber to a trap. Okay, looking very good for Wincapita. They have their Uber charge ready, they're walking in through lower. Liko gonna go in and try and get some good damage. Gets a kill and the force, which is really nice work, but they're against Uber players now, they're surely in a lot of trouble. Dowell gonna be getting in a fighting, so Obby's trying to go for some sort of not quite back cap because the cap mid's not coming through, so this is really scrappy and really open now. 2
gamers behind for Oracle. Not sure what they're gonna do. They're really expected as well. Yeah, won't get anything.
Yeah, neither of them are gonna get anything. It is Red Dowell gonna be going down as well. It's the worst case scenario now over on Oracle side, because they're still death sides. You've got to remember, Nick goes down straight after using it across mid, and that Uber charge essentially just gets the one soldier that was there for the force. That is the only thing that gets it. It doesn't even cap the midpoint out. They don't get any other picks. And yeah, it was really rough. And now second point being capped up. Oban has 90% Uber. Nick going to be getting in quite a while actually. So this has turned into a pretty big advantage. And they're going to be using it straight in through lower. See if they can get in a bit cleaner this time. We've seen some failed ad pushes previously, and they're nuking towards this right-hand door. This looks like it might be a bit different.
Yeah, that was really rough. What a nice Uber. And that's an easy conversion for them.
Yeah, they say like if you can't push last, it's easy to just win the game on second, but you can also just win the game on mid as well. That's also fine. You can just win on mid and then roll through second and last also.
Yeah, new strat unlocked. Yeah, well, it looks like Wincapita is just slightly coming out on top in these exchanges.
Yeah, I need to see something different from Oracle on this mid, right? Because they've been kind of run off on these first couple. They had a good chance first time, but the second time their soldier one was rather uninspired, just sort of landing on low ground and getting taken down instantly, and that meant everyone had to leave. But yeah, with half the game left, there's potentially not many more mid fights left to play, and this one hasn't gone too great to start with either. No. Trading in 3 for 2, and never mind, it's 4 for 2. And Apollo and Nick, last two left alive once more. Again, deja vu from last time, retreating all the way back out, and you go round down and then straight back to your own last. It really must feel rough for Oracle.
Yeah, it's not what you want to see. At the very least, Nick was able to survive, so this won't be a push into last, but you really don't want to get stuck here either.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got the sniper up again, which I guess is like kind of, I don't know, it kind of feels like if you're on last with the sniper, like it's sort of, you're still playing defensively, but you're sort of giving yourself the chance to like potentially push out if you get the right pick. You're sort of, it's not like you've got like a heavier range, it's with sort of no playmaking capability. Like the sniper can still do something. Like it's not as risky as obviously going for like a spy, but it still gives you there's a world where you can get back into the round off the back of having this sniper. But might be other threats coming in first as Mimo's going to fake the bomb all the way behind the hut, sees the gun, sees the setup, and then just escapes. Nothing doing, just straight back out again.
Yeah, I think in theory Liko's sniper is fine, but so far he hasn't been able to get the medic or anything like that, so I'm not sure if it's really the right play right now. Maybe a spy is something you'd want to see.
Yeah, I guess one thing for Oracle is there is still time to play, right? There's still 12 and a half minutes, so they don't have to like be going for the thing where you're almost trying to push out instantly out of your own last and you're in real trouble with time. Like they can sit this out if they want to, but the problem is if they sit it out, they're back to winning the mid fight, and like I said, their mid fights have been pretty uninspiring so far. So yeah, some things are surely going to change. And Liko are going to be using the opportunity to be a bit more aggressive. But yeah, like the shots need to land and gonna get out. They have to be hitting something.
Yeah, he's looking through lower, not really playing aggressive, and I don't think Wincapita really wants to do anything here either. At this point, they're really fine just having Avalon sit there and hopefully get a pick, but if not, you know, that's fine as well.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world right for them. They're happy, like, they're not going to risk it. We've had a pause, okay. But yeah, like you say, Wincapita, like, the time is in their favour, right? Like, they're a round up, and they know that they can just slow the game down. You're in so much control when you're outside your opponent's last, right? Because you know that they're probably not going to go too aggressive into you at any point, because if they do, it's just so risky. So yeah, they can just chill, they can take their time, and they can just wait for like the perfect opportunity to come. They can send single stacks, they can just have a sniper and just sit and wait, see if any frags materialise. Like there's no rush whatsoever for them. And yeah, like just under 12 minutes left, like it's a bit early to start looking at, like sort of end game like thing of you've got time to get there and there and then so on and get the rounds back. But yeah, it's still very comfortable for Wincapita.
Well, I think it would be, yeah, like such a lead wouldn't be like an issue if it wasn't for like losing the mid fights all the time. They really need to be discussing right now how to actually win a mid. Like that's if you can't do that, then it's going to be really difficult, especially on Snakewater, when you're stuck on last for the entire game.
Yeah, the mids have. I don't. One thing I find like from the mids, which I think is probably more like to Wincapita's credit than anything, like is the soldiers of None and Obvi have just been getting eaten up like instantly. Like even on the mid where they go in and they get the kills the medic in that first mid, like they're getting chewed up by the scouts straight away. And we saw in those second two mids, like they're jumping in. I think they get like one frag between the two bombs, but they're getting churned up, and then you've still got two buffed up scouts that are then charging across afterwards, and it just forces out Nick because Nick can't keep the rest of the players alive because has to be worried about number one, and then has to just get out. And then you lose so many players, you're just back to last. And like it's a rough cycle if you keep losing mid fights. It's so hard to get in the game.
Yeah, I think in that last mid, Wincapita didn't even walk over point or anything. They just baited the aggression really well and didn't even lose their medic or anything.
Yeah, exactly. They just sort of sat up. There was I think there was a bit of a brawl on Red Catwalk where one of the soldiers landed. They did just getting beaten up. But we've got resuming gaming back on the menu. So you can obviously theorise and such, or 1 minute 30's time, maybe a round happened, maybe there was something, but I don't like to think too hard because anything can cause a pause. It could be one of a multitude of things. But what's currently the status is we're still sat on last, and with almost 2/3 of the game gone, it feels like we've spent basically all the game sat here.
Yep, very exciting game so far. We do see the red team taking lobby back and Avalon potentially going for an aggressive peak.
But losing the demo amount of blurry is going to slow that down completely. Robert surviving on 3 HP as well. That could have been a real opportunity there. Actually going to get a second kill. Okay, Robert going to over peak into lower, but 2 picks now. Are they going to decide to go any sort of aggression? Are they going to try and go in? Liko going to get third actually onto Avalon. Okay, 3 picks. This might just be enough to push out. Non going to start jumping onto the hut, securing this space, securing this ground, and yes, Oracle are going to finally escape the jail that is the last point which they have been sat on for so long this game.
Yeah, and last time they did that, they weren't able to really go much further than that. I mean, they lost on mid and then got rolled into their last again, so they really need to do something different this time.
I guess not having like Uberad after this situation has like sort of maybe helped them out, right? Because they're not like thinking, oh, we need to be charging and we need to be getting set up for a push through lower or kitchen or something. They just think, right, okay, we'll just secure second and we'll just stabilise here. And they are still in a new like disadvantaged sort of stalemate when they're on their own half of the map. But they're gonna have to sit it out. And they're 1 point closer towards their enemy last. Still a long way to go yet, but it's definitely progress given that we've spent 15 whole minutes sat on the blue last point so far.
Yeah, it's something, and now Oracle really has a chance to do something and force out a play. Although it is still Wincapita that is gonna make something happen.
Water again with these bombs has been absolutely menacing. Just jumping straight in, landing 2 really nice rockets onto Nick.
Solo bomb, just straight onto Nick, and it's kind of. Yeah, it's really not good on Oracle's part to let that slide, like several times as well.
Yeah, that's the second time this game that Water's been able to get in. I guess the previous time was also into a sentry gun as well, but just jumping straight into loads, waddles out, 1 rocket over the wall, and then 2 rockets into the face of Nick is enough to get that force, and now Wincapita really in the driving seat, starting to take control of second on their own. Again, there's a time limit on this, right? Because Nick's obviously building very, very hard. They've got to cap second and leave themselves enough time to get into last as well. Nick out on 65% Uber, so they are being reasonably quick. Jumping in already is Blurry going to try and land on the sentry gun. Sentry gun goes down, and Apollo dropping with it as well, and that means now no 6 shots on point, and this is looking really, really good for Wincapita.
Yeah, the blue team just getting killed 1 by 1. Nick won't get his Uber, and it's going to be another round for Wincapita.
Yeah, made a bit of a meal of it onto Liko there again, but they got him eventually.
Yeah.
that was about like maybe 15% Uber on Nick away from like them getting the Uber and having enough players left to sort of scramble onto the point and start fragging. But yeah, like that's the price you pay, right? Losing Uber on second, you don't get the force out when they push in, and yeah, you've just got to sit back and trying to hold last and hope for it. But yeah, that really quick kill into Apollo, no traps and point speeds up that push so much. But now we've got to see, can Oracle get themselves back and can they have a better mid-fight as they're actually playing reasonably aggressive up top, taking plenty of space, but they've got bombers to contend with, just faking out either side so far. Wincapita actually catching the kill onto Non. Oh, we're going to be all the way in, massive damage into Saw. Okay, maybe this is the play they've needed.
Yeah, kind of a reverse Wincapita type of play where Nick will survive and there will be a gamer behind Water123 Roberts.
They're very
probably
aware
will
of
get
it.
cleaned up. They do seem to know about it.
Yeah, it's like how much time do they waste like looking for this though? Because you gotta remember, like Nick has full ad. Realistically, like obviously like 60 or 70 ad or something. It's a massive amount of advantage. So they're gonna start walking in, and ideally they want to have some of this ad left for pushing into last, but they're still walking front to second, still taking the point. There's traps to clear as well, and some of the red combo are just waiting up in lobby, trying to hold out. 42% Uber on Oben, so yes, there is probably still time if they go quick.
Yeah, you don't want to you don't want to get forced early, so I understand the carefulness of Oracle, and they will use right away, getting really kind of denied by the sentry sadly, but they are gonna play point very early and fighting over the points.
Time. Oh, they're losing players. They're losing players. It's rough. Apollo and Non last two alive, and yeah, maybe they overfocused the point. There was traps all over it, and yeah, charging into the right hand side maybe wasn't the right. Oh, they're going straight to the shutter. There's only the gun there that they can catch. Apollo getting launched into space as well, and
yeah,
so rough, right? Because yeah, they really needed that. 6 minutes left on the clock. Like, there's plenty of time if they get that round, but now the timer really starts playing a factor, right? Like losing that full ad push. Now they're at big disadvantage. Like Wincapita are probably going to at least get mid off of this. So yeah, really looking good for Wincapita now.
Yeah, I feel like the timer must have played a big role here. I mean, they didn't check for a sentry while pushing into shutter. That's kind of a basic mistake. Not going in for the force. Won't be able to get it though.
Yeah, actually some big damage from Apollo there, just spamming in. They're slowing them down a bit, force people to heal up, take some arrows. Yeah, get themselves set back up.
Yeah, they do lose 2 for that though, so...
And they don't get the force either, and Nick still like is so far behind on Ubers, it's still ad, like it's still 40% advantage. They're going to get second as well, and now is when it can really start getting ugly for Oracle. Like, I'm not going to say they're going to be sentry guns on second or anything, but this is the sort of time when you see it happen, right? When you can trap your opponents into their own last.
Yeah, you know, this time Oracle does need to do something. They can't just sit on last for the rest of the game.
Yeah, they're going to be straight up with the Lico sniper, but yeah, it might need to be peaking a bit more aggressive than we saw obviously the play from Cheese earlier. But there's you're looking at things like that, right? To try and get these openings, and yeah, you see how close they are playing all the way into lobby. You got to make something work, and yeah, it's on a time limit.
Yeah, and look at Wincapita's positioning as well. They're not even in lobby. They're just chilling on that battlements area.
They don't have to be in lobby, right? They've got nothing to gain. They can just chill.
Yeah.
This timer ticks down, and if it ticks down for another maybe 2-3 minutes, we're into garbage time. So all on the sniper and all on the soldiers. See if they can perhaps get in. Perhaps they can sneak a pick or a force or something here for Oracle. But currently they've not managed to get a great deal of ground. They're just sort of holding angles, seeing if anyone's going to overstep. But really nice discipline from the Wincapita side. Just all sat out by these battlements, by second point, and yeah, a minute has ticked off the clock already.
Yeah, it's this kind of situation where I'm not even sure what's the right play to do at all. Like, maybe, yeah, you want to go for like a trade, but that's obviously really risky as well.
They are going to go for the trade. Lico going straight in, going to get the force out onto Oben, but can they get everyone else out alive?
Nick's so disconnected.
He's so caught in lobby, getting jumped by both the soldiers, alive for quite a while though.
Where's the rest of the team as well? Nick was just like alone for so long.
Yeah, this could be this is rather ugly now.
I mean, this is it.
Yeah, even if this isn't around, like, so long as Open gets out alive, they're at such big advantage where they can come back in. But this does look like it's going to be around. Robert going to be on the point already. Sticks coming in as well, and last two soldiers trying to jump in. None of them. They're going to come in, going to do good damage, but not going to get the kills required. And it's 3-0. And I think that is going to be map number 1 going in the way of Wincapita, unless there's some absolute miracle, some divine intervention.
Yeah, definitely a GG for Oracle. It's quite an interesting, I guess, results, because Oracle was able to beat the best team in mid in the semis. So you'd kind of expect like at least a closer game, but as it stands, I feel like the Finns were in control like pretty much the entire game.
Yeah, like there was always that one mid fight which went badly for them, which was like the second to last mid fight that we had where Oracle went in, they had good soldier bombs. I think it was Aubrey just did an absolute nuke in front of Saw, and yeah, they get the med pick, they have to retreat out, and then they have that opportunity at a full ad pushing at last. But like you said, is maybe it was rushed ever so slightly, not checking gun and stuff. And yeah, that was the only real chance that Oracle had the whole game. The rest of the game, they were all just always on their own last. And yeah, if you give Wincapita enough chances, right, they are going to take one eventually. It's just sat outside the last, and yeah, 3-0, like probably honestly fair result.
Was that Oracle's only last push?
Yeah, that's the only time I think they've even like been on the enemy second. To be honest, I think like they've held the midpoint like briefly after the first mid. I think maybe not even that, but like, yeah, they've barely been off of their own half of the map of Oracle. So yeah, that's a real golden opportunity, because like it's like when you get that one opportunity to get around, like you will get one eventually. There will be a mid fight that goes well for you if you sort of grind out long enough. Like you just have to snap up that opportunity. But yeah, not managing to do it. Probably not going to matter anyway. And the score's 3-0, but.
Do we know what's the next map?
So we do next map, we're going on to product, and then we're going on to process, should it be required. And I guess there's maybe something that, like, I guess Oracle can sort of stir confidence from that, right? Because they actually played Wincapita in week number 1 all the way back on start of the season. They played process against Wincapita, and it was 2-1 to Oracle on that.
Right.
And yeah, it was process Bagel that week. Wincapita won 3-1 on Bagel, but I guess it depends how much stock do you want to put in comparing like Bagel and products. Like, Wincapita won Bagel, will they also win product? I don't know. They obviously play very differently.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I think product is Wincapita's pick. I don't think Oracle is super confident on it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, like. I don't know. It's people weird, right? With picking and stuff. I sort of feel like a lot of teams that sort of don't know what their strongest maps are and what their and what their opponents. Because obviously, like when you're picking for two things. You're picking for your strengths. Meanwhile, 4-0 to Wincapita, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, like you're picking for your own strengths, but also for your opponent's weaknesses, right? Like, and you sort of have to balance those two things, because obviously you don't want to go into a map that like you're slightly uncomfortable on if you know it's your opponent's worst map. Still, because it just sort of feels weird. But your best map might also be their best map, so it's you get some weird like sort of like game theory sort of style scenarios. But yeah,
I kind of have this theory that like, you know, you're gonna lose your own map pick and you're gonna win the enemy's map pick. I feel like that happens like way too often.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Like it happens so often. Yeah, because like you're balancing it. You obviously, I don't know, people aren't often going to just sit there and be like, right, I'm going to watch all the demos of how this team plays, like, I don't know, process or something, and we're going to, we're just deciding we're going to learn everything they do on process and like counter-strat them. So the time you have between games, like, it's not really practical to do anything silly like that. But yeah, like the teams up in their own picks. But if that was the pick of Oracle, that was not the greatest start to the series for them. 4-0 for Wincapita, and it was very, very convincing, like we said. And yeah, one map away now for Wincapita from winning the middle division and taking that mid-virtual trophy all the way back home into Finland.
So true. Yeah, I don't know about product. I think it's gonna be the Wild West, basically. It's really hard to tell. I feel like it might allow Oracle to kind of play differently, right? It's just a completely different map and game mode, so they might do better just because of that. But if it is Wincapita's map pick, then surely they have some good strats as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go find Wincapita's results on product. They won the Finnish derby, and actually they lost to Epic Team. So yeah, maybe the results from Wincapita on products so far this season haven't been amazing. They haven't been bad by any stretch, but they've been sort of in the middle. But,
And you're actually like opening the logs and everything. That's effort.
yeah, we'll have
I
a look at
commend
some.
you.
We'll have a look at some logs of
Professional casting.
that previous game. I'm not sure what there is really to say too much from it, like because obviously a map where one team barely leaves their own last is a sort of a story in
Yeah.
itself. I think the these towels on that 12 minutes 46 on engineer sort of tells a lot of the story. Really,
Any MVP, I guess, from the previous map.
an MVP. I'd probably give a joint MVP to like the two scouts on Wincapita. I thought the two of them just did such a good job. Like obviously, I've highlighted them already on mids, but in general, like Oban was so hard to get to, and they had good attempts coming in on their last pushes and stuff. It was all well coordinated, taxing around and just fragging really well. Like Avalon goes 23-9 and Robert goes 22-12. Like it's obviously DPMs are low because it was a slow game, but like they were really just sort of leading the charge and winning out the 1v1s that they need to on scout.
Yeah, I think Oban would kind of deserve the MVP as well. I feel like they played very very well. Didn't die much. I would assume. I haven't actually seen the logs, but yeah.
Yeah, 5 deaths on Oban really isn't too much. I think two of those were mid fights as well. So yeah, great stuff. Well, product is a map where the lifespan for medics on product is quite a bit shorter life expectancy. It is on a Snake. Well, Snake was one of the slower maps, but a product is a fast, frantic action for however many rounds it goes on for. So yeah, very sort of different style of game. If you're sort of no Oracle, is this like? Think is anyone on here that's going to be particularly happy about this one?
I mean, I think a big question for Oracle is if they decide to use Lico Sniper or not. I don't. They're not really used to having a sniper on products, but maybe they will need something a bit different in order to win this one. And yeah, that could be a play. I don't know if they're considering it.
Yeah, it's something you can pull out, and it's like even if
Yeah.
if you go 2 rounds down on something and you think right, we just need something to stir up trouble, you can obviously pull it out. And yeah, I had a couple of good moments in that previous map, but yeah, a scout wing on sniper is like slightly unconventional. I know some teams do it, like Full Fence have been doing it in Prem this season quite a lot with Shea, and like obviously you normally see the soldiers going on it, but like they make it work in Prem. So I guess if the sniper's good enough, it will just work.
And sometimes it's not even about hitting shots. It's just about getting all that attention away from your medic and demo and onto your sniper, and then you can kind of clean up the soldiers and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, what they'd like to do a lot is you can essentially like force the enemy medic to like sit in cover. So the enemy medic is basically sat in like one of a few like really predictable bits of cover behind the map, and especially if you still got two soldiers on the map, you can have your sniper basically look towards where the medic is, and the medic's just terrified from jumping out like from behind the rock or something, and then the two soldiers just bomb behind the rock because they know the medic has to be there. The medic can't leave because they're going to get body shot. So you get those sort of players that I guess get opened up, particularly when you have two soldiers. I guess it's a thing with one soldier as well, but like with two soldiers, you can go for players like that. As we've having some server issues between the maps, we're going to be hopefully bringing products with us very shortly. I've had to reboot my game. I think the server might have crashed at some point as well. Just some small tech issues. So we'll keep you posted on how this is going. The F2L moment, I guess.
It do be like that sometimes.
All right. have a little spy and see what was going on over on TFTV1, because over there we've got the Div 2 Grand Final. We have some funny demo night gaming, apparently. Aware of playing. There was obviously there have been some slight controversy, not banned and then unbanned or something.
Oh yeah, do we know why that happens?
I don't know. All I know is that it's quite funny now, because I think there's obviously some issue with like the ETF2L's like timing or something on like the website. But if you go on the bans log, he was banned for minus 25 minutes.
Oh.
Gets banned at 25 minutes past midnight, but the ban is like lifted at midnight. So I don't know. Maybe he's like the purge for like that 25 minutes. He can do what he wants. But
yeah.
But anyway, Aware versus Happy Dogs is the Div 2 Grand Final. Happy Dogs, we saw. Well, I guess everyone was watching my stream, watching Beat Pint Gaming on this week, I believe. Yeah, Aware got the funny demo night, and I think they sometimes run a perma sniper as well. So that should really be a game for the ages.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we're still trying to get our server back, get ourselves back in, ourselves ready for map number 2. I guess we can have a Wincapita. So yeah. We've got a new server, have we? Oh, it's never mind. We have a new server. Great stuff.
Oh.
There's a TF2 update.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Oh, there's been 2 Literally, this happened last week as well. On last Thursday, when the Svismus update came out, there was an update. So I was doing the Pint versus Tank game in Div 2, and there was map 2 went to Golden Cap, and the game ends, and there's an update instantly as the map ends. So they had to do the update before Golden Cap could happen, and it genuinely took 20 minutes for everyone to leave out, get the updates done, get a new server, and then get back in for that. Let's just hope
they
that
stop updating this game.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Who cares about the hats and stuff that they're gonna update, or the Christmas game mode or something
Right.
It's only a small update though. It's not as big as the other one. Yeah, it was literally taking people 20 minutes to do the update and get back in the server. You know how slow TF2 plays out at the best of times getting to do things, but yeah, game update was an absolute killer.
That's rough. And you need to just sit there and exist while nothing's happening.
Yeah, it must be so hard for the teams, right? Because imagine you're in I guess for the teams here as well, but
I mean, I was talking about you. But,
oh yeah, I don't know. We can we can just sit and chat rubbish, shall we say, in between games. But for the teams, I think mostly because you imagine you're playing and you're sort of getting into a rhythm. Wincapita there, we're really in a roll. But now to have an extended break maybe gives Oracle more time to sort of reset themselves, go to maybe get a snack, maybe sort of refresh themselves.
Oh, and so the game is going on, by the way.
Game is going on.
Yeah. I mean.
Oh, and they hadn't sent us the STV. That's fun. Okay. I'm booting in. Are you in?
Yeah, I'm in the game.
Okay, well, using it because I'm still on a loading screen.
Well, the game has just started, to be fair, and Wincapita has kept the point and are currently forward holding. Oracle will try to bust through the left side. They do get the fours and a lot of kills, so it's looking really good actually. Nick won't go down either. Nice bomb from Blurry, taking down not taking down a Polo, and it's looking like a recap from the side of Oracle.
Well, my game crashed on launch, so you've got another couple of minutes.
Sure. Well, Oracle is sitting here with a really large Uber advantage, so let's see what Wincapita opts to do. Probably a stack wave or something. They are starting to come in. Oben is holding very far back, so it does look like some kind of stack wave. Yeah, there we go. Blurry's in. We'll get the force onto Nick. And they won't be able to get Oben either, so a successful stack wave on the side of Wincapita. But they will have to wait for their respawns before pushing, and we do see a passive forward hold on the side of Oracle in the meantime.
And as I say, I am finally back in. We've lost the first minute of the game, but we've equalised out, and yeah, we've got this sort of semi-forward hold, obviously with disadvantage. on the side of Nick. So Oban going to be walking it through, going to be trying to get some damage, but actually they're dropping 3 on the way in. Okay, this is maybe not ideal at all. Okay.
I blinked for a second and everyone died.
Gets the force.
Okay.
Obvi just jumps in behind, goes through cliff, just waddles behind everyone, does the jump across spawn, no one's there to see him, and they get the force out, so it's not even uber advantage now, and Liko might be getting a kill into Robert.
Yeah, we'll get the kill as well. Oracle holding quite passive, anticipating a sack wave, so that's a nice heads-up play from them. They will give up the point for now, but they do have a sizable advantage to play off of. They're just waiting for their spawns, and Nemo is going in onto Nick. Second soldier
as well. Could be getting the drop, and they do get the drop. Really nice coordination. Water again with these bombs, right? It's huge in the first map. And going huge again in the second. We've got a high bomb that's got clipping above it, unfortunately. Obviously, you can't jump all the way over the big house. He's at the hard way, non-jumping and Liko jumping in as well. They really want to get into open. They are going to manage it. Obviously, getting the kill eventually. And they lose basically everyone for it.
Yeah, both teams just kind of underestimating how far the enemy team is willing to go to just get that medic out of the picture. And yeah, this is looking very messy, but still in the advantage of Wincapita for now, as they will go ahead on the timer.
Yeah, and actually catching a nice little cheapo there is Nemo going all the way back as well, out safe. After that, never mind getting caught out, just trying to escape through Japan, but there's traps over the point, and once it happened there in that push with the ad, like they didn't even cap the point in Oracle, so they had that ad, they pushed across, got so much, everyone basically back to cliff, but no one actually stood on the point and capped it, so this has been a really, really long hold from the side of Wincapita.
But they are getting the kills though, so it is looking pretty good, with a slight advantage as well on their part, which if they're aware of it, they could come in really clutch, as the red team is about to come back into mid.
Yeah, trying to just take cliffside control, and I guess it's still a little bit of disad on Oban. Maybe they want to just wait for that uber charge to come up before they want to commit too hard. No sort of sack attempt going in onto Nick. He was close enough that they're thinking, you know, we'll just wait for it to equalise, then we'll perhaps go for a play. And the play seems like just a burst straight across the cliffside of the point, getting the trade out, and actually getting 2 kills. Down with none going down. Obviously going to go behind, try and salvage, try and cut off the escape routes, and
Oracle
it looks like
overextending perhaps.
Big trouble.
Nick tries to get out.
Well. Yeah, Liko should be going down for this as well.
Perhaps getting Roberts, not even.
Yeah, the one thing I guess that's like not the end. There's 2 things that aren't the end of the world there for Oracle, right? Is they get onto Oban, so it's like it's a dry fight as into winning club. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of this, but it's fine. But look how much cap time they got there. That was like a minute-long hold from Oracle. They're now down to 31 seconds on the clock, and yeah, the spawners are here now for Wincapita, so they're able to sort of set themselves up on the point. But Oracle are going to be in with a decent chance of getting back through and getting this point quickly. Only 10% disad, and Ubers are dry for now, which speeds things up quite a bit.
Yeah, Polo going down very low, but will survive, getting arrowed up and walking over the left side, trying to get damage or a pick. So far, not getting anything. They're starting to walk over now. Polo very aggressive, and Oban going really low.
Both soldiers behind, and straight onto the medic as well. Oban going down. That's such a big pick. Can they keep Nick alive? Liko going to be trying to do the escaping, see if they can get onto Blurry. Blurry's up all the way on the house. Liko coming back out, trying to maybe get the spam away, but Liko goes down as well. And now getting chased all the way back to spawn is Nick getting bombed, getting chased down by the scout as well. 35 HP. Can they hit the scattergun shots? No, they can't.
Nick survives.
Godlike movement there from Nick, but there's 4 seconds left. Can he get the point in time? Can anyone get there? None going to have to jump towards it, but he's not jumping. Oh, they're just about there in time. The residue
Blurry coming in from behind.
Overcharge used on
does get none.
Try and keep everyone alive. This is so frantic. This is carnage, right? Oban's gone up on the crits. Knows there's not time to get a full overcharge open. That crits is already up at 60%. Blurry's down, but spawning soon, and this is anyone's game.
Yeah, it's going to be all on that crits. They only have 15 seconds to do it, and they need to get on the point extremely quickly. Mimo is going to... Both soldiers are going to come in through the connector, going behind as well. They are popping up the cliff.
3 seconds. Someone has to stand on point. Someone has to stand on point. No one's going to stand there. No one's there in time. Great denial there from the soldiers. Non and Obvi jumping straight onto the rock, denying the walkers. And it's all well and good having crits. And you can get all the kills in the world in the crits. But when that timer hits 0, you better have some cap time on the point. Otherwise, it will be going it the other way. And Oracle getting their first round of the series, their first round of the map. going up 101 product in a sketchy fashion, but just
Yeah,
about
that was
squeaked out
a
in the end.
confusing last fight, but you know, they do get the job done, and this might be a momentum shift on the side of Oracle now that they have gotten around, like you said. None going behind.
Oben's down
Both
though.
soldiers behind.
Oh, this is a massacre. This is an absolute massacre. Nick and Aubrey, last two alive over an Oracle, and Nick is going to be getting denied completely. Nice little air shot there from Blurry, hitting the nice little pipe. Nick wasn't going anywhere, but it's still a good one for the frag movie. Then, yes, he gets a secure on the forward hold, and Aubrey going down in the back lines, and it looked like a rough start, right? Oben going down to sticks really early on in the mid, but he managed to get the frags, get the kills, and get the point captured also.
Yeah. However, the Ubers are still equal, so it's going to be another fight coming straight away, probably. Apollo and the scout pressuring on the left side, getting some good damage.
Yeah, actually, Scout is doing so much work. Robert's just allowed to walk all the way across the point. Great work from Robert there. Hitting the massive damage scattergun shots onto Apollo and onto Nick as well. Doing so much. Coming back in for more.
Down.
Coming in for round number 2 is Robert. Look at him go. Charging in. Then it might be going to Nick as well. Pistol is out and gets it. Robert's at a 5k.
Yeah, Oben does go down as well, so it will be a recap from the side of Oracle, but it's still looking very unclear as to who has the upper hand on this round.
Yeah, I guess the other thing that's sort of separating them really currently is there's a big cap time difference. It's about 45 seconds extra over on Wincapita. When there's no Uber charges in, and given how frantic and chaotic this round has been so far, this is really anyone's game still. Oben taking a lot of spam on the way, and so is Mimo. Mimo's going down to 7 HP. Gonna have to back out and get towards the cap. These scouts of Rico and Dowell doing good work, denying, and gonna combine to get that kill into Robert, who has been a thorn in the side, shall we say, this Oracle team in this second round. And that pick has actually bought them enough time to get themselves set up, and Uber charges will be coming out before the next push.
Yeah, Oracle with a slight ad, probably just not looking to use it though. Mimo will get picked out by Dowell.
Yeah, and that's gonna, again, just these one picks going down is the worst thing, right? When you're trying to push in, you really want to have your full team there, but they're gonna decide to trade in anyway. Trading it onto Robert. Robert's gonna cause a couple of flashes, but then have to scurry all the way back out home, and they don't actually get a couple of kills for it. Robert and Avalon getting kills themselves, and Apollo getting juggled around awkwardly on the point, and getting chased down by Avalon as well. So that point going to be going through in the way of the red, but can they get any more kills on the chase? Bombs in from Blurry. Going to be getting one kill onto Lee Code Soldier in as well, and now massive control for Wincapita.
Yeah, really nice re-aggression after the Uber faded on the side of Wincapita. They won't be able to forward though, so Oracle is going to be able to push back out.
Not that bad of a disad right either. I know Nick went down, I think at the like after that trade, but yeah, with the Uber charge being used out, the ad really not that big, so to start walking across. But it doesn't matter about the ad if you're going to get taken down to spam, as Blurry going to catch a really nice sticky there onto Nick, and is it going to be all in now over towards Oben, or you're going to sort of just settle for the point, settle for a bit more cap time? It seems like some pressure is coming in. They don't want to deny their medic spawn, and Dowell going to be going straight in. Get that kill into Robert. Like going to be in as well, but it's all scatterbrained, it's all one at a time. They're queuing up to have a go at Oben. There's no coordination. Yes, they don't deny the medic spawn, but no real threat at all onto Oben.
Yeah, very nice play, very confident on the side of Wincapita, just coming back in and dealing with all the Oracle players one by one.
Now, push out commencing. We've got timers equalising, but Ubers certainly are not. Oben still has ad, and this ad is going to be used across the point to block. See how many frags they can get charging in. They don't actually lose one themselves, and actually not had any frags at all yet. Dowell even getting a kill into the pocket scout. Dowell might be going in for the med, going into Oben. Avalon there trying to defend, but in the meantime, there's been a massacre over towards the blue cliff as all but 3 players on the red side dying in the Uber. Really not ideal at all, and now Nick is the one with the advantage. And they got Blurry trying to spam, trying to create some ground, but there's only so much you can do, and if you overstep, it's going down.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they decided to contest that 3v4, but nonetheless, like, really nice fight from Oracle, just baiting the Uber out, backing out, and then coming back in, getting a lot of picks here and there. We do see, yeah, a huge double bomb
Oh, Nick with the moves! Nick with the moves, running up the stairs, going all the way back down, but gets forced out to the scout. Eventually, it was the third of the three that's able to get the force out, having to commit 3 players for it. But there we are. I thought Nick had survived long enough there. I thought just doing that juke around on the stairs,
Yeah,
running up and then back
almost.
down again. I thought it was perfect, but it was not to be. As now massive advantage for Auburn. Time's equalised out as well. There's 30 seconds left on this blue clock, but massive advantage walking in is blurry. And they're just going to try and cap the point. They have big ad. They could walk in aggressively. Because Nick's not too far back. He may be catchable if there's big aggression, but it doesn't look like they want to go for it. It looks like they're just going to cap out the point first.
Yeah, I think they're quite wary of some stacks, but never mind. They're just gonna go in, try to get on Nick. Nick does manage to just run away somehow, nothing that much damage.
This is massive though, right? Because now even if the point flips now to Wincapita, right? Nick's going to have, for this last push, they're going to have a full Uber ad attempt onto the point, and it's overtime. They literally have to cap the point once to Oracle to send this to a 2-0 scoreline. Nick's going to be sitting at 85%, building up. Oban going to be trying to get this Uber charge frantically, seeing if he can get just about in time before the round finishes, before this Uber ad push comes in, but it looks like the blue side already bursting out towards Cliff, already up on top, but getting bombed very aggressively. Uber charge forced out instantly, going to get 1 kill as well onto Dowell. As they charge across now, Apollo flying and getting a kill into Nemo. Going to be going on to Blurry as well, who's going to have to get arrowed up. It's a frantic scramble on the point, non-dropping in, and the frag somehow going the way of Wincapita.
Yeah, what a wild push actually. Like you'd think they would kill everyone. I mean, everyone was just on the points. The Uber was looking really good, and then somehow they get almost nothing for it and get completely cleaned off.
Yeah, like they charge in and I guess dropping 1 player in the Uber. There's 2 sacks that came in to get the force were amazing. From Mimo and Water, they go in, they don't only get in and get the force, they get a kill and they both get out alive, so they can just sit on height and spam down. And that was like really a difference maker. Like if they go in and get the sack and the force off, but they lose both soldiers for it, like probably just get rolled over. But yeah, keeping the soldiers alive and keeping them in the fight has kept them in this game. Tied score 1-1. It's been anything but clean for either of these sides. So the Snakewater game was a bit dominant, but this one has been a real back and forth. The product games usually are.
Yeah, and let's see what they... Oh, okay. Well, that's what they're doing on the mid. They're going to lose Dowell immediately. Apollo going very low as well. They're starting to back out. They're going to send some stacks onto Oban. They do get the kill.
Yeah, sending 2 soldiers and the demo in, and actually going to go for even more as well. Onto Nemo. This is actually possible. Hopefully running around with a pickaxe out. No Minecraft. But yeah, we're still playing TF2 despite the update.
Yeah, I mean, they choose to play it safe. That's the right play, to be honest. And they're going to push into Cliff now. They do have to face Mimo, but Mimo's very low already.
Yeah, you're going to try and
survive somehow.
Gets to the pack, okay. Well, being a real nuisance there, right? Actually, if he gets out, that's absolutely okay. I was going to say, that would be absolutely unjustifiable if Nemo's allowed to get out there, but...
Yeah.
Tap comes through. Still Uber charge preserved from Nick and for the Oracle gamers as they're capping up. Not a great deal of time on the Wincapita side, and they've still got another 20 or 30 seconds to build up this Uber charge. So I'm sure the Oracle can just sit tight, equalise the times, and eventually get back into another scrap fest.
Yeah, it's a nice play on Oracle's part. They really need to have Nick not be forced for once, and hopefully bait out whatever aggression comes onto Nick, or potentially use it as well. They're kind of looking towards, using the Uber onto Blurry.
Yeah, Uber doesn't have yet. If he's maybe catchable, going to have to run out all the way through main. Mimo going to be getting caught out as well as Blurry, but yeah, the Uber charge coming in is rather aggressive. I'm assuming they were thinking that the ad they could maybe get into Oban, but Oban all the way back out, safe as houses, all the way back.
Yeah, I like the idea, but the execution wasn't there at all, and they do get 1 pick, but yeah, that's not going to be enough to deter Wincapita from pushing.
Obby's in. Obby's in, landing in 1 rocket, 2 rockets, gets the force out, but I guess it's a use they were going to do anyway. It didn't really feel too much like a force. It feels like just the push they wanted to go for. Nice serve from Nick there up into the sky. Not going to be enough as he's scattered him down. Dowell last alive, going to try and salvage him, but it's a complete wipe. Damn.
Yeah, not looking too good on the side of Oracle. It feels like they often have these kind of aggressions onto the medic where they commit like their entire team, and you know that it's a valiant idea, but yeah, it's not working out for them at all.
Well, what's not working out for Wincapita is this current forward hold, right? Because they've just dropped Devil and Soldier for free on the forward hold. Mimo's stuck behind as well, taking a lot of fall damage coming down from the skybox. Lyco's going in, going to try and do what he can, but Mimo going all the way into blue spawn actually is going to be taken down by Dowell, and point coming through. Late spawner on Mimo. This is really looking up now for Oracle with 30 seconds in the bank as well, so the Uber charge coming through. If they can hold on, they're in good stead, but there's still an Uber charge to fend off, and they haven't managed to fend them off well so far. Blurry going to be launched into the air, and Water weak as well. Apollo might be getting caught out by the scouts, but it could be worth it. Apollo survives. Great defensive work there from Non, and maybe surviving also as obviously the only one to die on the flank.
Yeah, really nice just hiding from Oracle. Nick will survive, as you said as well. Does get their Uber right now. We'll have to use immediately.
They're using Tsunai, but this denies the point, right? This denies more time, and even if they don't get that many kills, it's going to buy them so much space. Apollo jumping all the way in, trying to trap out main, not able to get any kills, but it's bought time, it's bought space, and the ad is still 30% or so over towards Oban, so I think if Oracle can just hold on to this point for maybe the 5 or 10 seconds and really push it into that sort of dangerous sub 30 second mark, the final push, they're really in good stead because it's still 2 minutes and 6 seconds on that Wincapita clock.
Yeah, they really need to keep their medic alive in this kind of situation, which
neither team managed.
Is a failure.
Yeah, neither team managed to do that, and I'm not telling you who that benefits. Obviously, hitting some nice little flashy clips.
Yeah, still not too bad on the side of Oracle. Like you said, they do have a huge timer advantage, so all they need to do is recap it and hold it for 24 seconds.
Yeah, the thing is, right, when it's a dry fight, like, it can get scrappy, and it's kind of almost easier to start edging out the point because you don't have to worry about an Uber just steamrolling across into you. So the fact that it's now basically even Ubers, both medics just come back in, they can maybe start looking to edge the cap out and just start putting pressure on this point because Wincapita are going to have to throw players in for it, but they're dropping players left and right, might be dropping Nick as well as Water comes in once more with a clutch bomb. Arrow going to come in, try and save, but it's 4v4 and Bobben's still alive, but getting bombed by Non. Non sounds
really nice
once again.
bomb from Non.
Yeah, normally these product games.
Yeah, and Lico's just going in. They're just gonna keep fighting. They have the spawn advantage.
Yeah, two scouts as well.
Kind of low already.
Yeah, 2 scouts on the point. It's going to be a hard force to meet, and Robert and Blurry going to be tasked with that challenge. But no one mentioned the third player coming in. Up rope is Apollo getting a nice little kill there onto Robert, and 22 seconds left on the clock. 30-second advantage for Apollo. They're just going to hang on. And probably not going to be getting to the stage where Ubers are coming up for Oban before the end of this game unless the cap is taken dry, so it's all on this dry push. Can they get in? Can Wincapita make it work? Sending a soldier in high onto Non. Going to catch him low, but the blue coming across point. Water and Blurry doing massive damage towards the blue combo. Bomb comes back across from Obvi and from Dowell as well, but the frags aren't coming through. The healing is there. Dowell onto the medic. And he gets to Oban. They're jumping around all over the place.
They do.
And they don't manage it. The cap comes through, and Oban's going to have massive advantage. 54 seconds still to hold. It's still on for Oracle. This is not a round over, despite the ad. It's 50 seconds is a long time. Nick could even build up an Uber of his own in this time if he wanted to, but I'm not sure they're worried about that. They're going to send Sax in, surely.
Yeah, it's really doable, but they do have to be aware of that Uber. They need to bait it out rather early.
Yeah, they're baiting with cap time.
Yeah, really nice cap time.
Apollo going down, Obvi getting caught low as well. There's still some space in the point. If someone stands in it, someone's going to have to on the red side come in and block. Yeah, really nice point baiting coming in, but they're dropping players like flies as well.
Yeah, not getting open for it either.
And I said that they could build Uber in time to get an Uber before the end of the game. It's looking a bit touch and go right now. Lyco, I don't think was building too effectively through that. 70% on Nick's Uber. 10 seconds left in the round. There is cap time, so it's still on. But Obvi goes down, jumping in behind. Not gonna
yeah, they need a miracle right now. They need to bait this Uber. Well, kite this Uber extremely well. It is 4v4.
They're doing a decent job completely. Dowell going behind as well, getting a kill onto Avalon. Scramble on the point. Uber charge comes up finally, and it's all right. Can he get the frags? Gets one, goes into the second. And he get him. Soldier launch into the sky. We've got a second soldier coming down for the blue side. It's scrappy. It's messy. The point's capping up now. There's a soldier on the rock. Water could deny this. The medic's blocking the point as well. We are in absolute madness time, and this is what product is all about. Blue are going to jump back in, but Oracle take it in double overtime. And what a finish that was, the round number 3.
Yeah, that was a wild one. You know, the fact that they didn't have the points and so they had shorter spawns is definitely what allowed them to win that one. and also getting that clutch Uber.
I thought Nick just wasn't getting Uber that whole time. He sort of quietly just built up from like they were pushing in at like 65% on Nick. Like it was so close, but yeah, great.
I didn't think he'd get it.
But yeah, these games have been very, very close all the rounds so far, basically going to overtime, and this time might be slightly different on the mid as 3 frags
Nick
coming
can survive.
Oh, he's just about going to for now, but Avalon.
Yeah, Mimo's gonna probably bomb as well. Yeah, Mimo's going in.
Dealt with nicely. Avalon's still there to deal with as well, and the 2 scouts charging him down, going to take him down. 2 buffed up scouts, the chariots. Almost unbeatable, and on this occasion as well. Time is following the point. Going to be getting the caps through. Going to try and not deny Obi for too long, but the force. Okay, that's a very nice work there from Water. Again, these clutch bombs from Water just every time, man.
Yeah, Mimo and Water just really clinical duo of soldiers. I mean, last map their scouts were really on point, but yeah, their soldiers can also definitely get a lot of kills, especially on Nick and Forces.
Yeah, well, Obvi's just in for free again and actually doing more damage, but great movement from Oban, going to back all the way out and actually only takes 1 rocket and all of that. That is an absolute genius piece of movement there from Oban. Able to just get out with their life and save a massive Uber charge. That would have been a really costly death.
Apollo going in.
80%. Apollo going to go in and try and get the force. Tries to land the pipe, but not able to do so. Water and Robert doing the cleanup.
Yeah, Oban just surviving against like 4 Oracle players throughout that fight.
That was some great movement.
None will go in as well. Oh, that was Obvi. Won't get anything. Oh, and there we go. We have none.
Yeah,
won't get anything either.
Yeah, this is not exactly convincing, right? With they got the Uber charge up, I guess, but
Lico's in.
Lico's in with the pyro. Okay.
Well, they do get a kill, so that means no forward hold probably, which is something for them. Plus, Nick has the Uber, the Uber at this point, so they will be able to come back in and force some kind of fights.
Yeah, and I guess one of the things that deceived me, right, is the times are actually still even, and I don't quite know how this is.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how this has happened. I feel like it must have taken forever for Wincapita to cap it out originally, but yeah, time is now only just going in the favour of Wincapita as this Uber charge ends and none. In a massive, massive shot with Apollo stickies as well, landing an absolute nuke onto that red combo bot on the other side. Great work from Robert once more on a 3K already. Can he make it a 4? Does so with the pistol as well. Robert.
Huge.
These plays from Robert, man, this game have been huge as a 5K already. That was a 4K all in one fight as well, like really stepping it up.
Yeah, however, Oracle should be able to get in slightly faster. And they are gonna go for a straight refights.
Gonna be again with both medics going down. It's dry. It's when it's scrapping. You can start aging the cap a bit freer. But Obvi going down early
Nick
is
going
not
very low.
Gonna help them out, right?
Yeah, Nick has to back out. It looks like Oracle is just gonna chill out for a second and try again probably in once they get their spawner back.
Yeah, absolutely. And see now what the play is, because Uber charges aren't far off the table, right? Both teams sat around 80%, and Obvi wants to not mess about at all, jumping straight in onto grass. Going to be getting chased down by Avalon the Scout as well. No one going to jump in onto the combo, try and get the damage into Obvi, who's down to 8 HP briefly there for a moment, but is going to survive, run out to the pack, and Cap comes through, but it's nice 2 spawners. Also means
Oracle
that
perhaps overstaying their welcome though. They will use their Uber. Yeah, nothing too good for Oracle right now. They will have to back out. Nick in a very safe position for now, at least.
Yeah, like, was it really that entire like back and forth exchange worth it for the what, like 20 seconds on the point they got, if that?
Yeah, that was a
like
weird one.
Seconds.
They sent their soldiers trying to get the force, but at the same time just kept their medic in, but not really doing anything either. So they just had to go for like a pretty bad trade.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, this round has been, I don't know, it's been probably like the first like clear round that we've had like the whole game, right? And all the other 3 have sort of really tight neck and neck the whole way through, point flipping back and forth. But this one, like Wincapita, really sort of found their footing. They've had some good plays and they've been consistently getting onto Nick. And I know we highlighted before, Mimo and Water both doing great work getting in onto Nick. And yeah, we've done great, especially on this round. And yeah, like really good work from Wincapita. They've managed to lock them out. I know that the times, I'm not sure what they're showing on stream currently, but it's about, what was it, 40 seconds when the pause came through. So with even Ubers, like it's looking really, really good for Wincapita.
Yeah, you say that, but it is product. It is this game, so you could still get an upset for sure. I think the Ubers were equal, roughly.
Yeah, I'm making it equal on my hood.
Yeah, so there's still a chance. I think. I mean, somehow Oracle started this round with a clear lead. I'm not sure how.
Yeah, they won the mid fight like pretty convincingly, right? And
Yeah.
then I remember Nico and Dowell were like last alive with Nick, and they just sort of ran the chariot around and swept up all the flankers over on the Wincapita side. But yeah, like ever since that first cap and like the sort of attempted forward hold, which was cut short by the force onto Nick, like yeah, they've really been struggling, really been sort of backed up. Only had this really brief stint on the point since then.
Yeah.
But I said on Snakewater, I don't like to guess what the causes are for like pauses and stuff, or like what that implies in the game situation, right? But on Call, I think it's a bit different, right? So the pause happened 90 seconds in the future, pause time, and Oracle have 1 minute 50 on their clock. So if this pause is between rounds, then it has to have been a Wincapita win on this round.
Right.
I don't know how much to read into that.
Spoilers, not gonna lie, but
I don't know how much to read into that, but this is why I don't let myself
believe.
think about these things. I'm gonna believe in Oracle.
Believe in Oracle, yeah. But yeah, I mean, you're probably right, and if that is the case, then a 2-2 is kind of looking scary for Oracle. I mean, one more round, right, and then Wincapita wins the whole match.
Yeah, it's always weird with Koth, right? Like with
it's very
especially like in the middle of it. Yeah, it's momentum based, and like I don't know, like apart from this one round, I feel like every round up until the last like fight has just been straight 50-50 who was going to win it. But I don't think there was any round where it was like sort of you saw a team getting ahead and getting sort of in the rhythm. But yeah, I this has been absolute chaos. As we unpause and the round resumes, we'd have to reset my HUD. We're at 40 seconds left on the Wincapita clock. And the Oracle gamers are going to start walking their way in across the point, see if they can get any early point capture time. And they're going to get an early kill into Robert, and Water going in deep at low HP as well. So 2 picks going in the favour of Oracle. They're able to start capping at the point, but he's going back Mimo, massive bomb again.
Yeah, that's not okay. Mimo was behind like half HP, being shot by a scout. You know, everyone knew where they were, and they still get the medic.
Yeah, that was crazy from a. That's allowed to happen. You know, Water's down. That's the big threat, but not really. It's Mimo who comes in and salvages, and that means that Oban now with massive advantage, and there's only 7 seconds left on that red clock. So it's really, really rough now for Oracle. Going to have to back out. Going to have to start pressing towards the point to deny this cap time, but they can't deny it too hard because Oban is just going to run across with Uber if they do, and they're actually going to run across the Uber regardless, jump all the way in deep.
They get Nick.
Yeah, onto Nick. Are they going to get even more as well?
They just need to cap it.
Yeah, the cap's going to come through, and that is going to be that in another 5 more seconds, unless the feeders can do anything. Dowell's in, Obvi's in, and going to get kills. Obvi getting a couple of nice kills there, but not going to get the cap time required as we go to third and final one. Game 5 of product, it's 2-2, and that was when we had the pause. So here we are, all or nothing now for Oracle. They need to win this to stay in the final, and if Wincapita take this, they're going to be the mid-champions of this autumn 2023 season.
Yeah, nothing spicy coming out of Oracle, just playing it regular, no sniper or anything. And yeah, let's see what they can do. No early sack so far, just poking and prodding on both sides. Mimo going kind of low, but nothing too worrisome. Oracle starting to walk over points, playing the point, but yeah, Dowell going very low, has to back out.
Yeah, taking good space, right, Oracle. They're not overstepping too much, and actually the overstepping is done by Blurry. Taken down to spam, just wanted to deny that cap, really wanted to urge the team forward, but wasn't able to. And Mimo's in onto Nick, who's taken
Avalon as well.
Avalon gonna get the force. The sack wave comes good again, and Wincapita with these sack waves, right? They've been so strong all game long.
Yeah, always. You'd kind of expect Oracle to expect it more at this point and really back out in those situations when they win a fight. They should really expect this kind of sack play.
Yeah, now they're gonna have one of these like awkward forward holds, right, where you're forwarding, but you're doing it with this ad. You have to be so careful about where Nick's position, where your combo's position, where Apollo's position, because they're not gonna get flashes to save them.
Yeah, getting caught potentially will almost be able to get out.
Now that's one pick down. Disad, can they at least try and get this force out onto Oban? Can they deny the point a bit more? But it looks like they don't want to commit too great. Never mind, the sack comes in late. Gonna do it just as the point flips straight in and damage onto Blurry, but that's about it so far. Oban is just perfectly safe behind the back and everyone goes down. These Wincapita scouts and very nice hold. And this is the sort of holds that Oracle have needed to be doing from the start.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, RB can... No. Oh, damn.
That's a massive air shot, okay.
Yeah, we'll get air shot.
Yeah, Blurry was low HP as well, right? So
oh, yeah.
It'll look good. But now even Ubers, and with a Soldier of Obvi coming back in now, it's not a long respawn queue. When you don't have the point as they start training all the way across, None going to jump up in behind is like going to take the Uber in, cause a lot of flashes, so Uber's fading at a similar time, but Nick getting caught down. Everyone's getting destroyed on this blue side. The Soldier's up above doing big damage.
Can Apollo do anything?
Good. Everyone's getting cleaned up completely. Apollo
playing the point.
Yeah, Apollo alone.
Yeah.
No friends. All the friends have run away. They've all deserted. What a fight again from Wincapita, right? Oban goes down, which is the one silver lining for Oracle, but Wincapita just seem to be collapsing in such well coordinated ways onto the Oracle members, and yeah, like equalizing the times out after such a rough start. This is how the last round went, and then they just sort of stormed through from here. So see if they can repeat the same.
Yeah, it's starting to feel like Wincapita is kind of edging it out. Obvi will go in though, and almost getting the med, but not quite. In the meantime, they are gonna almost cap it. They choose not to, as they have spawners. But they do have control of the mid area at least.
Yeah, they're just gonna get the cap another like 5-6 seconds later. I guess one thing it also does is that also kind of denies spawners for the enemy team, because otherwise Blurry and the other scout, I think it was Robert, would have got easier spawns. But it means they're not under pressure from those stickies, in particular, like straight away. So with Uber charges up now, timers 20 seconds up for Wincapita. They're going to be taking this exchange very aggressive across the point.
Yeah, nice milking from Nick.
Yeah, well milked as well. Yeah, going to have to flash it around a little bit more onto Apollo, but Oracle now seem to have a good post fight. If they can keep Nick alive, Nick's low HP, but everyone
no one's with Nick
going forward and getting bombed. Water in, gonna salvage again. Everyone deserted again. Nick is taken down. Oban able to get out as well at the other side. And this is going to be a pretty big advantage, right? Nick on a long spawn. This was like a 13 or 14 second spawn from Nick. Obviously just going to go in and get two. Okay.
Nice.
Buys some time, right? Nice one. It's short spawners and it's a long spawner for Obvi, but I guess it buys a bit of time, right? For
I mean, getting two is kind of worth it.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta. It's concerning for Oracle's side if they never expect any sacks. They are gonna send sacks of their own, trying to get Oban. Finally, do get Oban.
Massive.
And they're getting some decent kills as well.
Yeah, Obvi's back in. Obvi might be able to catch another kill. Catch the splash into Robert in Japan. Okay. This could be on. I was thinking it was Dark Times. Obvi playing Minecraft around the rock. The stone pickaxe is out, but not quite enough. Avalon's going to get the cap, but at what cost, right? Everyone goes down. There's massive advantage now for Nick, and there's 17 seconds on that blue clock.
Yeah, it's actually looking pretty decent for Oracle. If they can just keep Nick alive long enough to get a decent Uber and get just some kills.
Oh, but they're getting bombed.
This should be it.
There's a soldier above. Mimo gonna have to. Oh, it gets forced out, and have to drop in 2 players as well before the force.
Yeah, they're not gonna get anything, and they need to back out, or they're gonna lose even more players. Mimo's still behind water as well. Onto Nick and Apollo. Apollo does go down.
And they get into water as well. Okay, so the counter push can come in, but they've got to be careful, right? Oben's 86% Uber, going to be getting very, very soon. Can they get the cap up before the Uber charge comes up, or can they even perhaps think about getting a kill in onto Oben, or maybe get a force going and getting the cap? Going to deny a soldier, but it's going to mean they're going to have to force the Uber out. Nick running all the way back into main. All eyes on Nick. Going to be looking like he's getting out alive. Avalon going to be getting the kill over towards Cliff. The timer ticks down to 2 seconds. It's not quite overtime. It's not
they do prevent it.
Well, but 23 seconds left on the clock. Nick is going to get one last Uber, and it needs to be better than that previous one.
They need to keep Nick alive and get an actual good Uber, or at least play the points. It's going to be all on display right now.
Yeah, walking in, Nick doesn't even have yet 95%. Someone has to stand on the points. Someone has to get some cap time. They've used the Uber. They have to get some cap time. Leaker going to go in. They're going to be the one to do the deed. Apollina's banging on with the Uber charge. The Uber charge hasn't really gained a great deal of anything. They've got a lot of damage. But it's Wincapita coming back in, winning the fights, getting the frags, and winning the mid-division, probably in the midst of it. These Ubers just haven't been there. Not going to come in and try and salvage. Not going to get anything. And there we have it. Wincapita, the finish, have taken it mid-champions for the autumn 2023 season. What a game that was on product. And they are coming out in fittingly 2 seconds to 0 fashion.
Yeah. GG's. What a game.
Yeah, that was crazy. We even had a TF2 update in the middle to celebrate it.
Oh, yeah. That last play, I feel like Oracle was kind of just focusing the point at all costs and not really getting any kills. It's kind of tragic.
Yeah, it was a really I don't know, I feel like that was a lot of cases that last round that was Oracle's to lose, right? Like they had those advantages coming in, and the Ubers just weren't there, and they were getting forced way too easily, and Nick was obviously getting clapped on quite a lot, but it's not even just like the kills, whatever, it's the forces that really, really hurt, and the forces obviously don't show on the logs, but Mimo and Water did such good work between them, getting those forces out, getting those Uber charges out, and really meaning these ads were for nothing, right? Like even at the end there's 2 seconds left on the cap. They're walking in with Uber, and they're losing the fight. It's really, really not a good look. But valiant winners, and again, we've got the logs up on the stream. These two scouts over on Wincapita, like it's the best scout map in the pool, and they have absolutely turned on the afterburners of Robert and Avalon this game.
Yeah, honestly, credits to Wincapita. I feel like all of their players kind of turned up, and they all had like some really impressive plays.
Yeah,
I think they really deserved it, even though Oracle also kind of beefed a lot.
Yeah, absolutely, and they're going to be taking the mid crown, going to get themselves some nice little pixels to wear game whenever they decide to come through. Yeah, what a road it's been, and what a season it's been. Yeah, in the mid division, like I guess it's kind of weird to begin with, right? It was like the 3rd seed against the 5th seed coming in, like you said. Oracle beat out the top seed in the semi-finals. Been a bit of a randomizer, a bit of a weird one.
Yeah, this mid season was extremely close. Like I feel like all of the playoffs teams were almost on the same level.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
which is fun in a way. You know, you never know who's gonna win.
Well, yeah, it creates good games, right? Because you got to say, like, if this, obviously the first map was very much Wincapita heavy, right? They didn't look in trouble at all. But this second map, we're thinking, okay, this second map was one good Uber push away from being Oracle's map, right? Like literally one push away, and they had like 2 attempts at that push as well. So like, if that goes through, we're then onto Process, sorry, and like Process is a map that was 2-1 in league play. Like that would have also been a close map as well. So like, yeah, these games are great. Like it's obviously a bit of a letdown, obviously, if you come to like a final like this and one team just sort of rolls it and like look at the 6-0 and think, oh, it was 4-0 on map 1 and then an off game. Yeah, but this was genuinely close and could have been anyone's game. It could have been honestly just a coin toss if it goes to map number 3, but not to be. And Wincapita going to be coming home with it after a very strong performance on this one. So I've you've had the logs up. Have you got any sort of final words?
I guess, are we doing interviews?
I
haven't really kept up with like how TFTV is done.
Yeah, not normally.
Okay.
like I think the Essentials did a couple a bit ago, but we don't normally get people in for interviews or anything. But yeah, I am any shout outs. I guess we'll shout out Dr. Underscore for sorting us out with the servers in between the updates in the middle of the game. Oh, claiming it's Dumtum. Okay, so shout out Dumtum for sorting us out with the server in between games.
And I feel like partially organizing this whole cast.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a scramble. Obviously, with as soon as playoffs come, it's loads of games thick and fast from all the divisions. There's both weekends get locked up, one with Prem and one with Div 1, and everyone's busy. But we've made it work, and we've seen a good game as a treat for it. But if you've got nothing else to say, I think we can wrap up.
Yeah, I mean, shout outs to TomTom, as we said, and shout outs to the players. It was a good game.
Yeah, shout outs to Wincapita for a very nice win. But we'll see you all later. We're going to be, I guess, Div 1 finals are going to be on Fireside this weekend. So go over there if you want to see that. I think we still have a low grand final to do as well at some point, perhaps early next week, perhaps this weekend. I'm not sure. I think that's still to be scheduled. But yeah, we'll see us around, potentially the main channel. But I hope you all enjoyed it as much as we have, and goodbye.